Info.
Behind Union Omaha, the Hailstorm FC, they've not goals in a singular match. Bruno Rendon notched a brace in the first half, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into this presentation of the USL League One on ESPN+. Windsor, Colorado is the site for this showdown between Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC and One Knoxville SC. The matchup we have in front of us poses different yet interesting implications for both sides. So taking a look at the League One standings, as we near the conclusion of match week 11, One Knox is just 3 points away from tying Union Omaha, Greenville Triumph SC, and Forward Madison FC for the top spot. The Orange and Blue look to get back on track and pick up their second winning streak in League One play this year tonight. As Northern Colorado comes into this one, they've only played 5 matches in league action this year, which is the lowest of the 12 teams. The Hailstorm FC, they've not been too familiar with home turf that much this year, but this is their 3rd match at home, and they look to make their way back into the playoff conversation. But in terms of the Jägermeister Cup, last time these two teams faced each other, Northern Colorado created a hailstorm of goals to take down One Knox 5-1 on the road. It was a historic evening as they put together a club record for most goals in a singular match. Bruno Rendon notched a brace in the first half, and there was Ethan Horde capping off the first half with the team's 4th goal. And Haruki Yamasaki capped it off with their 5th in the second half. But Bruno Rendon's play this year has been nothing short of stellar. The fullback converted to winger has 6 goals in all competition. You can see that his athleticism and pace really allows him to beat out the back line and have those one-on-one opportunities at the net, in which he is regarded to be as a phenomenal finisher. For One Knox, it's been a teeter-totter-like season. Angelo Kelly and Kempis Tequila have been a bright spot for Knox, combining for 6 goals and 2 assists in league play. Angelo Kelly and Kempis, they provide versatility when scoring, and they can use both their hands or their feet. But the past 5 games have been a little inconsistent for One Knox. They're giving up unnecessary goals, and it's really getting in the way of allowing them to climb the standings. But with players like Jalen Chrysler, they are able to score from the back line, and they could turn it around at any point. But the main highlight has been Stuart Ritchie, one of the more versatile players for One Knox this year and in League One. This jaw-dropping assist to clinch the Orange and Blues victory over Lexington SC shows that he is a guy that makes all of the hustle plays and does a lot of the dirty work to give his team a chance every night. So as we near kickoff, will history repeat itself tonight for Northern Colorado? Can One Knox play spoiler in NOCO's first league home match of the season? Don't go anywhere. We've got 90 minutes of action-packed soccer ahead from Windsor, Colorado.
Hello from NOCO Humane, your community partner for comprehensive animal welfare services in Larimer and Weld counties. While you may not recognize our new name and logo, we have more than 50 years of experience and expertise formerly operating as Larimer Humane Society. We have expanded our reach and our impact, taking on the sheltering and care of animals in Weld County in light of the dissolution of the Humane Society of Weld County. This transition ensures that vital animal services will not only continue but thrive, bringing even greater compassionate care and commitment to the pets and people of Northern Colorado. Join us as we heal, nurture, and protect more than 10,000 companion animals in the year to come. 2 shelters, 1 mission. NOCO Humane.
Both teams are currently pausing to honor our nation's country with the playing of our national anthem, which means it's almost game time. So here are the starting lineups for each team, starting with Northern Colorado. So it'll be a 4-4-2 formation with Lalo Delgado in net from left to right on the backside. It's Haruki Yamazaki. Johnny Fenwick David Garcia and Lucky Oprah. In the midfield, it's Chelo Martinez, Patrick Langlois, Jackson Dietrich, and Bruno Rendon, the stud for the Northern Colorado Hailstorm this year with 6 goals in all competition, with Ethan Horde and Billy King rounding it out up top. For One Knox, Kingsford Adjai and Rudolfo Castro are up top for the 2 center forwards. In the midfield, it's Frankie Ross, Callum Johnson, Siebert Haugley, and Angelo Kelly from left to right in the midfield. A midfield that allows a lot of scoring opportunities for One Knox. And in the back, it's Stuart Ritchie, Sean O'Hearn, Jalen Chrysler, and DJ Benton rounding out the back line with Sean Lewis in net. One Knox is headed by head coach Mark McKeever in his 3rd year, and Eamon Zayed leads Northern Colorado. So this one's set to take place from Four Rivers Equipment Stadium at the Future Legends Complex in Windsor, Colorado. And One Knox getting set to take kickoff against the Hailstorm, the rematch between these 2 teams. It was a lopsided affair last time on May 11th. And the big question for One Knox coming into this one, do they have an answer? So Northern Colorado will begin possession. Ethan Horde set to take this kickoff on a beautiful Monday evening in Northern Colorado. For those who don't know, Windsor, Colorado sits north of Denver and just southeast of Fort Collins. So here we go. Northern Colorado settling it on the backside. A big key for them last time out is they got off to a fast start. One Knox, back on May 11th, they were a little lazy with their passes in the lanes, and with the aggression of the Hailstorm, they were jumping those passing lanes a lot and really just forced them to make a lot of mistakes. And that's the biggest thing, the biggest key that they can do in this match. But with the ball coming out of the gate, they look to be aggressive. Down goes Rendon just outside the box. So a free kick coming here. Less than a minute into this one. Taking it is Chelo Martinez. Again, Josh Lill here with you, bringing the USL League One action to you this evening on ESPN+. Chelo Martinez, left side of the box. This is where Northern Colorado can be dangerous, and they want to use Bruno Rendon's height and athleticism to get through that crowd and play for a deflection. That's exactly what they do, and that one's in! Northern Colorado strikes in the 2nd minute. And just as they did last time on May 11th, for the 2nd time in a row, they strike within 2 minutes of play. It was in a shuffle. It was going to be anticipated. They would be looking for a deflection. You can see here a beautiful placement here. And that's Patrick Langlois getting the goal. So Chelo Martinez feeds that right in and just off the head. You can't time that up any better. Sean Lewis wasn't even ready. Oh, that was actually Bruno Rendon, excuse me. So Rendon picks up his 2nd goal in league play, 7th in all competition. In Northern Colorado doing exactly what they did just a month ago. A foul there against Ethan Horde. A push down there. Chelo Martinez picks up the assist. And that one trickles out. And we mentioned it in pregame, right? Bruno Rendon, the dangerous play that he brings to the pitch. And he comes in and has an immediate impact. A little tough there to tell where that ball went off of as he was standing right next to Patrick Langlois. But here's One Knox making some noise. A shot from the outside off target. So goal kick coming here for Lalo Delgado and company. Delgado on the year. 5 games started in 5 games played. Has only allowed 6 goals this year, with a save percentage of 57%. 1 shutout to his name, and that's something that Hailstorm FC have looked to fix this year. It's about what they can do on the defensive side of the ball to protect Delgado more, because there's only so much you can do when you leave him out to dry. So here's one Knox, also in a 4-4-2 formation, a possession-based style team, Coach Mark McKeever was telling me. Again, they like to work it through the passing lanes. They'll take their time. It's not so much a team that wants to go through the air. They want to play it on the ground. They want to make the defense move around and force them to make mistakes. Dietrich working his way up through his defensive third. Kelly heads it up, attempting for Callum Johnson, and down goes Haruki Yamazaki. Haruki Yamazaki, the first Japanese player in Hailstorm history, getting his professional career started off here. And Eamon Zayed there in his third year, 39, 21, and 19. The first coach of Northern Colorado Hailstone and a Dublin, Ireland native. Helped lead them to their first League One playoffs last year. So something when you look at the standings for Hailstorm, their 10th seed, they're the 10th seed currently. It's something that you wouldn't really have expected as last year, but they've turned it around as of late. Contact created by Yamazaki. And there is a one Knox player currently down. And that's Callum Johnson, a little slow to get up. Glides with him on the near side of the flank. There's the ball. Frankie Ross working to his left. You can see with the ball, but Yamazaki just runs right into Callum Johnson. So free kick here for one Knox. Stuart Ritchie, who we highlighted in the pregame, also there with Callum Johnson. Never know if there will be a little bit of distraction. Ritchie with a goal and assist in League One play this year. Floats that to the far side of the six. Delgado watches that one bounce out of play, and the Hailstorm have a goal kick. So overall record for Northern Colorado, they sit at 5-3-4, 1-2-2 in USL League One play, currently 10th in the standings, 2-0-2 in the Jägermeister Cup, and they actually made it to the third round of the US Open Cup. They ended up losing to FC Tulsa of the USL Championship. Goal kick all the way into the attacking third. Rendon using his size to head that one. Works its way back into the midfield. Langlois settles that one down in the center circle. Looking to corral it is Billy King, and it ends up being deflected to the back line of Northern Colorado. In more of an aggressive defensive approach from one Knox. They're not letting Northern Colorado really do whatever they want. Rather, the blue and the orange are pressing, and it leaves opportunities like this. Ethan Horde inside the box, left to right, and that one just smacked away by one Knox. Yamazaki helps to keep it in. To Horde, back over to Yamazaki, and a little bit of miscommunication sees that ball out of play. And it's funny watching one Knox. You're talking about more of a patient team, really setting the tone on defense that they want to storm the ball the second it hits the back line, whether it's off of a goal kick or an attack reset. And it's going to leave opportunities for the front three of Bruno Rendon, Ethan Horde, Billy King. Well, front two in this sense today of Ethan Horde and Bruno Rendon. You're giving them opportunities to really make a lot of runs and beat you with your speed. And that's something, if you're head coach Mark McKeever, you don't really want to see. One Knox barely controlling possession here in the 8th minute. This one sent up ahead. You can see Bruno Rendon always looking to test the waters and make a run in deep. An offsides call there, as he was just running right past the back line. So Coach Mark McKeever told me this week it would either be a back three or a back four for one Knox. It really changes throughout the game. It's all based on how well they do in the previous week. As a turnover there nearly landed at the feet of Benton, but Rendon there to dispossess him. Yamazaki in deep to Rendon. actually Horde, excuse me, and taken down right between the lines of the box and the end line. Goes out of play, and it's a throw in for one Knox. Knoxville this year, 7-5-1 in all competition. 4-2-1 in the USL. It's currently in the 5th spot in the standings. They've gone 2-2 in the Jägermeister Cup and made it to the second round of the US Open Cup. Ended up losing to Greenville Triumph SC, also of USL League One, 3-2. Cross attempted for Richie. A little bit of a palms up reaction. I think he might have thought there was a little too much heat on that ball. So Northern Colorado takes over right at the center line. Throwing along that far flank. Keeping it in is Oprah. Ball into the box. Finds Rendon. He's a ball magnet the second you get into the attacking third. Kicked back out to Fenwick. Attempts to cross to the other side of the box. It's out of play in a corner kick. Taking it will be Cello Martinez. All corners are presented and brought to you by Meadow Gold. Here's Martinez. The right foot in the air, finds Rendon, goes off another head too, and cleared safely by Knoxville. And this is also something interesting about Northern Colorado, how they like to play their attack. As you saw there, the ball's floating way back into their defensive third, and it's just Haruki Yamazaki back there. They will seriously push Johnny Fenwick, David Garcia, and Lucky Oprah up as far as they can to create the lethal attack that they live by in their philosophy. Little hot potato action in the attacking third of Northern Colorado. Angelo Kelly tied for 8th in USL League One play in goals with 3 this year. Wanted to turn that one back and ended up turning it over. Rendon with a nice run. Beautiful through ball in the box. And having to dive on that ball is Sean Lewis. So Lewis was away last match for personal reasons, but coming into this one, has started all 7 League One matches, has played 630 minutes. He's only given up 5 goals and has a save percentage of 80%, along with 3 shutouts. Chrysler, goal scorer last time out for Knox. Over to O'Hearn. The Georgetown alum helps move the ball to the far side of the field, but near side. Frankie Ross trying to play a little back and forth inside the arc. Eventually turned over. Cello Martinez. Defended by Sievert Haugley. And Haugley with good body positioning to force Martinez out of play on the far flank. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers proudly serves cooked-to-order steak burgers, Vienna beef hot dogs, shoestring fries, and freshly churned frozen custard. Freddy's is honored to partner with future legends and to serve the Northern Colorado community. So Lalo Delgado, who does have USL Championship experience with Phoenix Rising, is in his 2nd year currently with the Hailstorm. Fun fact, he's the all-time leader in penalty kick saves in USL League One history, and he's tied the club record with 13 clean sheets last year. So this is a guy who might not see the clean sheets rise to the level that they did last year, but the big thing is the capability is there inside the 6 for Eamon Zayed and company. In positive territory, the ball goes for one Knox. Drawing the foul there is Rodolfo Castro. Our lead referee for tonight, Lugas Josefecki, Assistant referees are Jared Mosher and William Atten. And the fourth official tonight is Marcelo Soto. So a little bit of a mix-up there. One Knox trying to go a little too quickly on Hailstorm. Richie with a soft touch to Johnson. Johnson, they love him in set pieces, playing for the header. Jolted up into the air, off the back of Horde, settle down, shot just over the net. And David Garcia had a good chance there, probably put that one about 4 feet too high over the goal. So it took forever to get settled down. That was actually Angelo Kelly, excuse me. Comes in with a red hot foot. And that's something One Knox will also like to try to do. It's the distraction of the goalkeeper and Lalo Delgado. They want to create as much tension in front of the net to block him from being able to see the ball. Garcia boots that one. Yamazaki. It's the ball into positive territory to Bruno Rendon. Frankie Ross ends up with that one. Ross battling with Rendon, a little jersey tug, and he wins that battle. Ethan Horde chasing. The lone member of the Hailstorm back, taken down far and deep into his attacking third. Doesn't get a call, and it's a goal kick for One Knox. Sievert Haugley, who can be seen playing in the back line, slotting more of into a midfield role, more of as a holding midfielder. As Kelly had to put the brakes on momentarily, as Oprah defending. Hailstorm FC faithful wanted that one to go to their boys in Navy, but in turn it stays with One Knox. Little attempt at some in and out action. ESPN2 is the channel to watch on Saturday, June 22nd for a USL Championship doubleheader. Monterey Bay FC versus Oakland Roots SC in Game 1 at 6 p.m. Eastern, followed by Phoenix Rising FC take on the Charleston Battery at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And Northern Colorado got off to a hot start, scoring in the 2nd minute. No shocker that it was Bruno Rendon. Four games have been played in this series between these two clubs. Northern Colorado leads the all-time series 3 wins to no losses to 1 tie. Currently on a 2-game win streak. This is dating back to May 13th of 2023. Chelo Martinez looking to keep the attack alive. Good shielding there by One Knox. They can begin their attack with a goal kick. Again, this is their first home game played in USL League One play. It's their 3rd overall, as they've had 2 home games in the Jägermeister Cup. A little bit of a back check there from Knox. Ball finds Rodolfo Castro. Centers it over to Adjay into the corner. Stuart Ritchie. Can he have another sliding keep, just like he did last match? Not able to do so that time around. Almost a little deja vu there from the California native. As for One Knox defensively, look, if you can put a body on Bruno Rendon, Ethan Horde, players like Billy King, you're going to have a chance. But your back line needs to be dominant. You can't get beat. And it seems like they're starting to settle in a little more. There's head coach Mark McKeever of One Knox in his 3rd year, 16, 18, and 12. The inaugural coach and a former champion with USL League Two Des Moines Menace. Won that title in 2021 along with a Coach of the Year award, so definitely a very credible resume for the Scotland native. Possession stays with Noko. Yamazaki's throw in. Eventually finds Billy King. And off and running is Angelo Kelly, taken down from behind. Easy foul to recognize there. Angelo Kelly, 4 years, 113 games spent at the championship level with Charleston Battery and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. He also played for Coach McKeever back at Mississippi Brilla in the PDL, which is now USL League Two. Aggressive foul there. So there's a lot of that goes on with One Knox in terms of players that have followed from the Des Moines Menace or other places that Coach McKeever has coached. Goes to show the type of coach he is to bring players in from all different places he's been at. So Ajay taken down. Extremely positive positioning here for One Knox. Callum Johnson to take this free kick. Again, another thing that Coach McKeever preached. You can see a Knoxville fan there. About to see what Coach McKeever preached and Callum Johnson being so valuable in set pieces. The orange and blue answer. Just about 20 minutes after Noko did it to them. This one into the box. And that one might have flicked off the upper pipe. Did Delgado get a piece of it? It's a screamer of a free kick opportunity. Yeah. And Delgado got a piece. So it's a corner kick. And corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Meadow Gold. Corner here from Johnson. It's up and into the hands of Delgado. It's almost like getting the jitters out of the way. Once you get that first corner kick completed and you have your first shot attempt with Delgado, you can kind of get into a groove to find out, okay, how do these opportunities come about? Where are the holes in the back line? What are his weaknesses? The more shots you put up, you're going to have a chance to test the waters. Kelly turning and facing. Down goes Cello Martinez. Collided there with Sievert Haugley, former prospect of the Portland Timbers. Martinez coming over from another USL League One team, familiar forward Madison FC, helped lead them to the playoffs last year. He was also top 10 in chances created last year with 43. So it's a notable reason when you take a look at him, when there's a ball beginning to trickle out of play or a serious run being made, he's always involved. You can see him right in the middle there with Bruno Rendon to his left. Cross inside, deflects off of Oprah and ends up at the feet of Sean Lewis. He recovers with his hands. Nice job there of Lucky Oprah to change the pace of the attack. You saw him working with some speed, put the brakes on. Not allowed Northern Colorado to really mess with the pace of One Knox, giving them that chance. Benton, up ahead. Rendon. There for that one. Benton in front of the Northern Colorado bench. Has to clear that one back to Garcia. Garcia taken down, somehow still gets his foot on the ball. And a foul is called. We weren't able to see it, but the second Garcia let that ball rip. He was taken down. This one will be taken by Sean Lewis. Resetting the attack is Sean Lewis and company. So a little difference in the attack between the two teams. Coach McKeever will keep his center backs pretty much playing safe on the defensive side of the ball, with DJ Benton and Sean O'Hearn pushing up just a little bit. Whereas Northern Colorado, well, we mentioned it. You look back most times and it'll just be Haruki Yamazaki. To the near side of the pitch it goes. Benton, champion with Northern Colorado FC, or North Carolina FC last year. Ends up misplaying that with Sean Lewis. Goes out and it's a throw-in for Northern Colorado. Coming up on Wednesday, June 19th, Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC clash with Eastern Conference leader Louisville City FC at 7 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Thrown by Yamazaki. Near side, working with little room. Defended in the cross, finds no one. Ajay hoping to find Rudolfo Castro. And it's headed away. About 20 minutes pending stoppage time left in this first half. Again, Northern Colorado's Bruno Rendon got scoring started in the second minute. Takeaway there. And it'll be a corner kick. Good aggressiveness there by Northern Colorado. It's no surprise they're showing it. And it's little effort plays like that that can turn this game upside down. Ethan Horde there, providing a strong presence in the backfield to force that. Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Metal Gold. Taking this one again is Cello Martinez, the designated corner kick specialist for Hailstorm. Hands up, steps in and fires. Aaron headed toward the back fence. One Knox takes possession. The Hart Distillery has delicious handcrafted cocktails made with locally distilled, award-winning craft spirits. It's the perfect way to unwind after a game. Head on over to the Hart Distillery, a 21 and up establishment that gives you a one-of-a-kind experience. Benton, near side up ahead. Setting in the middle, Haugley in deep, finds Frankie Ross momentarily. And Hailstorm find themselves with the ball yet again. Into the box it goes, it's a cross, good opportunity, and Sean Lewis dives to his right to make that save. So quick chance created here on the near side. Dietrich attempted to send that one right into the 6. It's a good opportunity. And another corner kick for Hailstorm. There's Ethan Horde. It's been a big part of the pressure up front. Actually just a throw in here. Over to Cello Martinez. On the far flank, working its way around. Johnny Fenwick, USL Championship veteran. Pausing momentarily. Yamazaki. Over to Dietrich. Intercepted and dispossessed by Benton. Lewis boots this one deep and out of play. Yamazaki moving more over to his right to take this throw in. When I had a chance to speak with Coach McKeever earlier this week, his thoughts on Northern Colorado really included that they love to score in loads and they're front heavy this year. He really does feel they got it wrong against them last time out. They never came out of the locker room with that right physical and mental approach. They came out with both of those in their win against Lexington. So they feel if they can do that this time around, they're going to have a shot. But trailing 1-0 early in this one, it's already going to be battle tested as a squad. Funny enough, he said the cause of most of the problems in that match were Bruno Rendon. His pace and athleticism are key. If we keep him at bay, it'll do a big part in improving our chances to win. And already Rendon has had his impact. Yamazaki off the corner kick, resetting the attack. Cutting through the far side, floated in, settled down. Just Johnny Fenwick back right for Northern Colorado. Near interception there by Stuart Ritchie. Dumped in. Hailstorm making some noise, it's floated. Possible header attempt, just wide. That one off the head of Ethan Horde. Laid out in the air to make that one. So right at the top of the box, it's a hefty left foot cross, and Horde just gets his head on the wrong side of the ball. If he's a little more on that backside, you might be looking at a 2-0 lead for Northern Colorado. But for now, still a 1-goal lead. Dietrich with the interception. Horde turning and facing, shot opportunity just to the left of Lewis. Opportunities falling left and right for Northern Colorado. And the capitalization, not totally there. Horde with a magnificent feed to Billy King. Gets a little too much of his right foot on the right side of the ball, sends that wide. There's a reason King was 4th in the league last year in scoring chances with 61. Has that chance anytime the ball touches his feet. A leading pass from Benton, outstretching his leg to the bottom of the center circle. That's where One Knox feels they can really gain some ground on Northern Colorado, is trying that right side, but so far Hailstorm have done a good job of shutting down any action on the right side of the pitch. Angelo Kelly thought about a shot attempt. Into the far right corner. Yamazaki defending, and just all over Frankie Ross. No chance to breathe there. He tried the right side, now going to the left side. Here's Stuart Ritchie. Kingsford Adjay. A couple defenders in his face, centers it to Callum Johnson. Treated back. Hogley with a shot, goes high into the air off of a deflection. I believe that went off a member of the Hailstorm. So corner kick here. There's Hogley. Takes a big lunge step with his left foot. And that one deflects off a member of Hailstorm. Stuart Ritchie taking this one. Ritchie goes short. Opts to play it on the ground, stretching out the defense. Callum Johnson right into traffic. Circling, and that one sent wide by David Garcia. That's One Knox's main game plan. They want to work it in right in the middle at the top of the arc and then send it out wide, spreading out the defense. They're getting the looks, but can they get the finish? Johnson again. Header goes wide. Adjay chasing. Chrysler in way over the head of Delgado, and Northern Colorado defends the storm that one Knox just attempted to bring. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-port.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Yamazaki likes the opportunity with Rendon. Attempting to find Horde, and that one's cleared by Benton. Deflection, it stays with one Knox. A little bit of a triangle action, just like you do in practice. But you don't want to do that in practice. Turned over, Bruno Rendon. Smart over the middle. Sent back. Ball finds Stuart Ritchie. Briskly pacing himself in the attacking third. Finds Adjay. Adjay taken down in the far corner near that end line. No foul called there, and it's a goal kick for Delgado. This has been part of the turnaround as of late. Delgado last year, part of Northern Colorado's way, helped pave the way to be the best defensive record, hold the best defensive record in the league. Now they may not be the best team defensively. However, if you can score enough goals to exceed the success of your opposition, you're going to have a chance to win games every night. For Delgado, that's what it's all about in net. Making saves and making sure your offense puts the ball in the net. Taken down just inside the box. One Knox wanted a penalty call. Kingsford Adjay can't believe it. Hailstorm crowd you can hear approving that call. Here's Adjay. Defending there is Oprah. And then Billy King comes from behind and waves the finger in the air immediately saying, nope, that one's off him. Wanted the turnover, and Adjay obviously in a little bit of disbelief. But nonetheless, we play on. And that could be a tough call. Lucky Oprah gets his foot on the ball. And to do that coming from behind inside the box, it's a very risky play. Because, you know, if there's a foul inside the box, you're looking at a PK. High risk, yet high reward pays off. Turned over to one Knox. Benton. And a yellow card actually issued to Kingsford Adjay. So first yellow card of the evening goes to Adjay. Martinez up to Rendon. Getting by contact, nearing the near side of the box, wanting to cross it to find Ethan Horde. And it's sent out of play. Rendon thought he had a better chance, hunched over behind the end line. Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Metal Gold. Martinez here already has one assist tonight. the box it goes, popped up. Langlois trying to settle it down. Ball slowly moving to the outside of the box, and then it is kicked back. That one sent out of the ballpark. Four Rivers Equipment Stadium is actually also the home of the Northern Colorado Owls of the Pioneer Baseball League. So a little bit of baseball wording there, if you will. Who says a soccer ball can't be sent out of the ballpark? The box nearly finds Horde. Back out. Fenwick keeps that in, finds the hands of Lewis. Lewis rolls that one to his left. Nearly a full cycle around the back line, but before it could go to Benton, Lewis is the best option. Up the middle to Angelo Kelly. The speedster gets by two defenders, nearly a third. It's been a rough day for Frankie Ross, as his teammates are constantly trying to find him right at that halfway point between the 18 in his attacking half and the midline. And it seems like Haruki Yamazaki did his pregame work and has been stuck to him like glue. No chance to breathe for Frankie Ross, and that's a big part of the attack taken out. You can defend him well as an opposition. Swung around. Ritchie. Has that one taken away. Oprah prying it free, sends it up. Over to Rendon. Rendon has Horde cutting on the other side. That pass is intercepted. Bit of action here from Angelo Kelly. Kelly runs right into Johnny Fenwick. Thompson River Pediatrics and Urgent Care has a vision and compassion for children. That's why they provide personal, comprehensive, and timely care in an environment where every patient can feel safe. Thompson River Pediatrics care for your children like they would their own. Free kick chance in positive territory. Something that Coach McKeever really preaches to his team, that they want to be positive on the ball. Move it into attacking territory as much as possible, creating chances. And they figured that out in the last 20 minutes. Now the question is, can they do it for the remaining 45? That one knocked down. That was Adjay's free kick. Sent over to the back stands. And Delgado takes a goal kick. So off the free kick, Adjay's attempt goes down. Settled in the back. Hauglia there takes a huge step out of that one. Delgado steps in. Wanting Rendon. Yamazaki and Ross get a little tied up. Coach McKeever thought it would stay with one Knox no-co ball. And Benton going to chase that one near the stands. Round it goes, O'Hearn. Lands that one right at the feet of Oprah. Oprah choosing an aggressive cross. Nice interception with the head by Ross. It's a good opportunity so far. Here's Castro, Rodolfo Castro inside. Callum Johnson doing anything to put that ball inside the box, and Yamazaki goes down hard there. Free kick for Northern Colorado. So after a good chance created, Castro dumps that in. Johnson, again, doing everything he can to put that one toward the net. And Castro just goes right into Yamazaki. Trying to avoid him at all costs, but Yamazaki's positioning on the ball kind of made him a target to go down. Delgado boots that one. Eventually finds Kingsford Adjei. Adjei inside the box, defended by Oprah again. It's been a fun matchup to watch. Oprah has gotten the best of him the past couple of times. Risky challenges by Oprah. Does a good job of being smart to avoid costing his team a penalty kick for one Knox. Out that goes. Rendon on the ground for Hailstorm. And stoppage time of 2 minutes.
Indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time.
And again, that is a minimum. That could change based on the decision of the referees. Free kick chance just at the edge of the defensive third for Hailstorm. You'd like to think, with the way they've carried their team this entire season, that they'd like to take a shot, and Sean Lewis catches a fly ball deep in left field, technically. Again, the lone goal this half being in the name of Bruno Rendon, assisted by Cello Martinez in the 2nd minute. Off of a set piece at the edge of the box on the left side. Through ball attempt by Langlois. Sent way out of play. That was Chrysler there getting in the way. Still time for Northern Colorado. Save a little energy walking over before they can have one more chance. Yamazaki thought he deflected it off a one Knox player. No dice, thrown for Benton. Winding down to the final seconds here in the first half. Horde, tripped up by Benton. Clean on the ball. Rendon might have a clean shot. Takes it. Save made by Lewis. What a way to end the first half. And Bruno Rendon nearly had a chance to put his club up 2-0. So spinning ball finds the feet of Rendon. And Lewis had to dive to his left to make that save. But Rendon with the lone goal to give his team a 1-0 lead here in this rematch between one Knoxville SC and Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC in League One action. So Kingsford Adjei had a couple of chances. Didn't get the looks he wanted. Stuart Ritchie, can he be a big impact for his team in the second half? We've seen the assist numbers and the shot creation. More coming up in the second half.
If you love money-saving offers and the chance to win cash, look no further than your mailbox. Valpak delivers exclusive deals to neighborhoods across America every month. Plus, a $100 check could be yours. That's right, you could win $100 instantly. No strings attached, just for opening your blue envelope. Valpak, real savings and real winning for real people. Really.
Hello from NOCO Humane, your community partner for comprehensive animal welfare services in Larimer and Weld counties. While you may not recognize our new name and logo, we have more than 50 years of experience and expertise formerly operating as Larimer Humane Society. We have expanded our reach and our impact, taking on the sheltering and care of animals in Weld County. In light of the dissolution of the Humane Society of Weld County, this transition ensures that vital animal services will not only continue but thrive, bringing even greater compassionate care and commitment to the pets and people of Northern Colorado. Join us as we heal, nurture, and protect more than 10,000 companion animals in the year to come. 2 shelters, 1 mission. NOCO Humane.
It's always a good day for ice cream. On a nice sunny evening as Northern Colorado Hailstorm currently leads 1 Knoxville SC at halftime, up 1-0. Now there's only 1 goal in the first half, but check out this goal of the week from the Jägermeister Cup, round 4.
Here's Prentice. Drives one across. Prentice ball. Oh, it's volleyed in. Galindres. Wow. Juan Galindres. Unbelievable. And the former Red Wolf, who is Chattanooga's all-time leading goal scorer, buries an absolute stunner for forward Madison.
What an incredible strike from Juan Galindres of forward Madison FC. But earlier this week, 5 Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC players were named to Team of the Round for Round 4 of the Jägermeister Cup. Jackson Dietrich, Lucky Oprah, Ethan Horde, Bruno Rendon, and Billy King earned honors this week. And if you notice, all of the front 3 for NOCO tonight made their way on this list. It's no surprise as their attack has carried them this far. Congratulations again, gents. As the end of Week 11 play draws near, let's look back at some of the best moments from this week's competition.
Started early, running in towards goal, Pack, and we're gonna have a goal right at the start. A screamer at the back, howler from Johnson, and Malongo pounces. Malongo laying it off. Malongo on the 1-2, and it's an early brace. Malongo inside 10 minutes. The number 10 has 2. Still time to use here. Belmar through the legs of Bush. In singing ball for Obregon Jr. Lethal in front of goal. Down. The French talisman lays it off and is turned in by Alvarez. Flips it to Obregon Jr. on his right. Seals this one for Charlotte. They're in swinger. This time back post, headed down and in. Guy Franca opening the scoring for Richmond. What a ball here for Benson, and it comes through to Medense, who levels it up. Sensational interplay between a pair of new signings, and Alfredo Medense pulls Central Valley on a level playing field.
Floats this one in. Cheney's the target. Instead, it's Villalobos. A rocket just wide of that right post. Tunbridge cutting it in, looking to roll it ahead. Great first touch, and Shipman keeps out both seconds.
Happy belated Father's Day to all the dads watching and in attendance. As you can see there, family taking in the Northern Colorado Hailstorm current lead, 1-0 on 1 Knoxville. Everyone loves dad jokes, Let's check out what One Knox had to say earlier this week.
How do you make an octopus laugh?
How?
Tentacles.
What
do you call it when a frog illegally parks?
What?
Toad.
What did the ocean say to the beach?
What?
Nothing, just wave.
How do you get a tissue to dance? Put a little boogie in it.
I know dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can.
Horse walks into a bar, says ouch. A horse walks into a bar, orders a drink, bartender says, why the long face?
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes, only want the best. Running every night, won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Right in front, it's tapped home. Keziah Sterling. Off the giveaway, Harris, and Lou City leads
3-1. When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
One 0 is the score in Windsor, Colorado. The Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC currently lead one Knoxville SC 1-0. But here we go. We got some news around the league. So currently the USL is partnering with Univision. You'll see up to 20 matches, which include the USL Championship final. But the big news is the USL League One is returning to Florida for the first time since 2021. FC Naples just unveiled their crest ahead of their inaugural season in 2025. And tying the NFL into USL League One, Super Bowl 47 champion Tyrod Taylor joins Westchester SC ownership group ahead of their inaugural season in 2025. Taking a look at a schedule around the league, it's Greenville Triumph SC playing host to Charlotte Independence. That one is a top 4 matchup in League One play on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, Forward Madison FC and Union Omaha, 2 of the top 3 teams in League One, kick off at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Galazzo. Then on June 22nd, we got 3 games for you. One Knoxville SC takes on Greenville Triumph SC. The Richmond Kickers play host to Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC. And Chattanooga Red Wolves SC hosts South Georgia Tormenta FC, looking to climb up the standings further. Then finally, on June 23rd, it's Spokane Velocity taking on Lexington SC on Galazzo. That one set for kickoff at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Lexington looking to turn their season around. So, yeah, there was only one goal in the first half, but plenty to look into. Stay tuned. We have a bunch of first half highlights put together for you. And obviously, another 45 minutes of action between Knoxville and Northern Colorado Hailstorm next here on ESPN+. Northern Colorado at half up 1-0 on Knox SC. Some highlights coming your way from the first half. It was the Bruno Rendon show as he got the scoring capped off in the second minute. So Chelo Martinez, the free kick on the near side, finds a gliding Bruno Rendon through the air. It's his second goal in League One play this year, 7th in all competition. And Knox had several opportunities throughout this one. That one brought down an Angelo Kelly with a rocket over the net. Nearly had a chance to put that one through. Callum Johnson off the free kick opportunity, forced Delgado to make a save. And then Jackson Dietrich with a cross right over the middle. Nearly found the back of the net, but Sean Lewis did a good job of getting down on the ground to make the play. Then a turnover. Near opportunity and a huge save made by Sean Lewis to keep this one at a 1-goal deficit. And a little bit of a trip up. Nearly found the head of Ethan Horde. If he gets his head on the backside of the ball, that one's in the net. And another opportunity just wide for Billy King. So Northern Colorado might not have multiple goals up on the board, but the chances are there. And then one final chance, Bruno Rendon had a good look at the end of the net, at the net at the end of the half. So with Northern Colorado up, they lead the shots department and shots on target as well. But Knox, this is something that they really pride themselves on. Whether it's a win or a loss, they want to maintain possession of the ball. Clearly doing so here. The ball was really at their feet a lot between the 20th minute and about the 40th minute. Corner kicks and set pieces are going to be key, as that is how Northern Colorado got their lone goal. If Knox can continue to push the ball toward the end line and rack up those corner kick numbers, there will be more opportunities, and they're inching closer at that first opportunity. But can they get a ball by Lalo Delgado? They'll need more set pieces to find out. So Knox getting together before the final 45 minutes of play here. And Josh Lill on the call here with you on ESPN+. There's Ethan Horde, who has gotten plenty of action so far tonight. Coming off of a week where he was part of Team of the Round. Also had a goal of the week back in week 7. Rodolfo Castro set to take kickoff here for 1 Knox. It's a warm day out in Windsor, Colorado, 82 degrees. Wind is blowing 8 miles an hour to the east. Again, 1 Knox in their white kits with orange letters and numbers. Northern Colorado in their navy blue kits with white letters and numbers. Sent in deep and knocked away. Again, lone goal of this one, Bruno Rendon back in the 2nd minute. And 1 Knox has done a good job of limiting as much damage as they can. It's been a lot of burst opportunities for Northern Colorado, and it's all about what you can do in that scramble mode. Up it goes. Martinez, a little bit of a flick. Dietrich chasing in that far right corner. 1 Knox able to keep it in. Here's Kelly. Kelly in his defensive third, defended by Rendon. Again, Angelo Kelly and Kempis Tequila, who we have not seen tonight. Neither team has actually made a substitution. Both of them are tied for 8th in USL League One in goals, each with 3 apiece. Ball works its way to the far side of the pitch. Rendon defending, forcing DJ Benton into that far left corner. Not enough contact there to call a foul, and 1 Knox resets. Cross pitch pass finds Oprah. Oprah into the near right corner to King. King, one of the best at creating scoring chances over the middle. That ball down and collected by Lewis. And it's little chances like that where there's no room to breathe that Billy King finds his way on the end line and is somehow able to put that one near the 6. Lewis does a good job of positioning himself there. Langlois pushing the ball, back it goes to O'Hearn. A little back and forth with Sievert Haugley. Around the other side it goes. James Thomas, who checked in for DJ Benton on that far right side, getting his first touch.
Coming in at halftime for Knoxville, number 16, James Thomas, in for number 18, DJ Bennett.
All subs are presented by Quiznos, a Quiznos substitution. Thomas was at Young Harris in New Hampshire, as well as Des Moines Menace. Spent a lot of time with Mark McKeever. McKeever had this to say about him, that he's waiting to showcase his talents, and titles follow everywhere he goes. There was a lot of winning experience at Young Harris and the Des Moines Menace. And down is Ethan Horde for Northern Colorado. Chrysler helps him up. So here's Horde. Kind of comes down on that bottom foot of James Thomas. Awkward tweak of the foot. Up and moving good just about 4 minutes into this one. Sean O'Hearn, former national champion with Georgetown. Swings it across. O'Hearn with green grass to run, works his way from his defensive third into his attacking third. Through ball attempt up for Kingsford Adjay. Steered aside, O'Hearn to Kelly, back to O'Hearn. Near side in the middle, Adjay turning and facing, shot at opportunity, save made by Delgado. It's not the most glamorous build-up by One Knox. They take their time. All of a sudden, Kingsford Adjay turns around, sees the chance, and Delgado diving to his right, protects his net. Stuart Ritchie taking this free kick, or corner kick, excuse me. Opts to go with a float, a little easier, knocked away by Delgado. Headed up and away, and collected by Delgado. Scotchy's Cleaners is the official uniform cleaning partner of Hailstorm FC. With 2 locations in Fort Collins and 1 right down the street from Future Legends, Scotchy's Cleaners can handle all of your dry cleaning needs. Rendon battling with Thomas. Thomas does a good job of taking that ball away cleanly. No argument from Rendon. One Knox pushing. Far flank, Adjay on the near side, there for a possible reception. Brakes are put on. Sent back over to Thomas. Thomas over the middle to Johnson. Lets that one fly and way over the back fence. So something Coach Mark McKeever for One Knox, something he wants to improve on is being consistent, right? There's games they've won where everyone gets involved, and he said consistency is one thing that I would point out. Can we get quality and consistency? That's what we're trying to bring. We have the quality, but do we have the consistency as well? Quality plus consistency breeds continuity. Adjay. Nowhere to go. Treats it back to Chrysler. Haugley. Up to Johnson. With 4 defenders surrounding him. Quick touch with Kelly. Adjay wanted to go back, and a foul called. Chelo Martinez there taking contact. And Martinez picked up his 2nd assist in league play this evening. David Garcia over to his left finds Johnny Fenwick. Yamazaki, the Oral Roberts alum, back through the center circle, over the middle, to where you could see a ghostly baseball diamond, part of the field where the Northern Colorado Owls of the Pioneer League play. A little bit more of a patient attack here from Northern Colorado. From far side to the near side, here's Lucky Oprah, gets a good touch, nearing the edge of the box. Stuart Ritchie steps in, deflects that across the middle, up it goes. Billy King, top of the arc. Dietrich lined up a massive shot and forced to make a save is Sean Lewis. That one came out of nowhere. It's a beautiful setup by King, and then Jackson Dietrich out of nowhere just levels that ball. Had Sean Lewis again diving to his right. And corner kick here brought to you by Meadow Gold. This one low, barely reaches the 6, sent way back. Yamazaki, the low defender. Billy King battling with Kingsford Adjay. And resets the attack with Yamazaki. And Lalo Delgado hoping to pick up his second shutout in League One play this year. Pushing the pace into the attacking third come the Hailstorm. King did not like his initial look, forced to step back. Lead ball up to Rendon. Gets a foot on it. Onside so far, but attempted to cross that one to the other side of the box to Ethan Horde. It's a smart play, but a little too much heat on that pass. Cello Martinez forcing the baseline. One Knox able to move the ball across the pitch. Now in positive territory, racing is Richie. Adjay has done a good job pressuring the back line of Northern Colorado all game long. Trying to find some success on the offensive end. Kelly, Richie over to Adjay. Adjay getting a little physical with Rendon. Feed inside the box, cleared. Back into the defensive third for 1 Knox. Frankie Ross. Back to Johnson up the middle. Garcia sends that one long. Horde fighting to keep it in. Plays that one off of O'Hearn. It's a throw in positive territory for Northern Colorado. Set to check in is Noah Powder, the Trinidad and Tobago international. Again, it is 80 degrees in Windsor, and down is Bruno Rendon. You could tell with the players how hot it is right now. Again, 80 degrees with 38% humidity. And even up in the Rockies, the weather can play a factor with heat. So Rendon taking his time. You could see him there on that near sideline. Northern Colorado purposely having the ball on the far sideline to give him a breather. Fenwick back to Garcia. Delgado over to Garcia. Fun fact, David Garcia actually scored 2 goals against Northern Colorado in last year's semifinals when he was a part of the eventual champion North Carolina Football Club. Fenwick through a couple of defenders. Beautiful through ball up to Yamazaki. Even as a fullback, he's racing up. Here's Horde inside the box. Whiffs on that shot. The spinning ball crossed over the middle, finds Kingsford Adjay eventually to begin the attack. Rendon defending. Haugley resets with O'Hearn. O'Hearn the left back. Cross pitch pass. Finds a streaking James Thomas. Kick back to O'Hearn. Positive Terry, this one goes. Territory it goes. Thomas's cross that had a lot of hope eventually ends up out of play. Goal kick for Delgado. So in comes Noah Powder. Out comes Bruno Rendon. Again, Rendon, the lone goal scorer of the evening. The exhaustion from the way he plays the game. The physicality that he puts in. Chelo Martinez served this one up on a silver platter. And in a crowd there, Bruno Rendon, the ball magnet that he is, finds the touch into the back of the net. So in is Noah Powder, again, as I mentioned, the Trinidad and Tobago international. Has 16 caps with his home country. It's his first full year with Northern Colorado. That one's turned over and finds the feet of Kelly. Kelly with good pace. Adjei had to slow up to receive that one. Now into the box. Defending heavily is Langlois. Shot goes off of him. Adjei shielding, attempting to keep it in. And does so. To the playmaker, Stuart Ritchie. Soft touch with his left foot. Finds Frankie Ross. And Lalo Delgado onto the ground to corral that one. And Coach Mark McKeever, we talk about Frankie Ross and the true poise that he brings on the attack. He mentioned he is a tremendous talent with experience at the highest leagues in Scotland and the Netherlands. He can play inside or out and really can ignite his career in USL League One. But Ross has been quiet today, and that's a testament to the defensive game plan that Northern Colorado is coming to this match with. Lewis forcing the chase, has to keep with his feet. Ball skirts by the lead official. Johnson back to Thomas. Side dish over to Kelly. Kelly over the middle. Attempted pass for Rodolfo Castro, turned over. First touch for Noah Powder. And it's a spinning through ball. Running is Billy King. Top of the arc, takes a shot and deflects out of play. So a corner kick coming as that one went off of Jalen Chrysler. So the fifth corner kick here for Northern Colorado Hailstorm. King working with incredible pace. That one goes off the side of Chrysler. Some substitutions here. Richard Ballard checking in for one Knox. And Kempis Tequila, one of the top goal scorers in USL League One, checking in for one Knox. This is a guy that can be an extreme talent. You see there, able to disguise his body and use the ball across his body. In the air there with his left foot. Can score goals in a variety of ways. The header. Barely kept in by Chelo Martinez, an acrobatic leap in the air to keep the Hailstorm attack alive. Here's Yamazaki over to the far side. Horde backing down his defender. A little bit of a shimmy shake to try and throw him off. No dice there. Centered. Over to Langlois. Up ahead to Lucky Oprah. Kempis Tequila with his first touch. Be interesting to see how they get him involved. And a little bit of a step there. Drawing the foul is Haruki Yamazaki. So free kick just at the edge of the center circle. And Kempis Tequila in for Rodolfo Castro. Richard Ballard in for Frankie Ross. David Garcia retreats that ball back to Delgado. Ball headed back. And this is why you bring Kempis Tequila, excuse me, and at this point of the game, they provide that pressure up front with Kingsford Adjay. Northern Colorado able to escape it. Rocket of a shot by Powder. Ends up in the midst of Lewis. And another chance. We've seen several of this game from both teams. A little bit of an in and out on Sievert Haugley, and just rips one with his left foot. Lewis actually had to let it bounce the ground to gain control of it. About 20 minutes into this second half, no change in the score. Lone goal from Bruno Rendon still stands alone. So Northern Colorado, yes, they're 10th in the standings, but they're actually 8th in the power rankings. That's one ranking increased over the last week. Again, most recently coming off their victory in the Ice and Fire Cup rivalry between Central Valley, Fuego FC. An unbeaten streak of 6 games. They are currently on. There's one Knox, one up from 6th to 5th in the power rankings. They asserted dominance against Lexington. They also handed Lexington their first loss in the Jägermeister Cup. So they're still undefeated in that tournament. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including all USL All Access Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Now in the 68th minute. One Knox putting together good runs. Delgado starting to see more shots. The question is, can they make him move around a little more? Adjay defended by Powder. Spinning with 4 defenders in his face, back to Haugley. Haugley, his right foot feeds that to Ritchie on the left side. Kelly, backing down Garcia. Slides that one over. Ballard helps save it. The cross inside, just wide. Throw in here for Ritchie. And 2 substitutions set to come in for Northern Colorado. Marky Fernandez and Danny Robles set to check in. It'll be Hernandez coming in for Billy King. Hernandez had 9 goals in all competition last year. Still seeking his first goal in league competition this year. Last year was a stellar year for Marky Hernandez. 9 goals, as mentioned, in all competition, a third-year member of Northern Colorado. A player that carries a lot of swagger, if you will, can get it done on both ends of the field, and is not afraid to make his presence known. Danny Robles also checks in for Cello Martinez. Here's Stuart Ritchie in positive territory. O'Hearn back to Ballard. Here's Haugley back to Ballard. Finds himself in a crowd of Hailstorm players. Treat with a little side dish. Ritchie being backed down by Powder. Kelly comes in for help. Northern Colorado clears it near the midline. Through ball on the near sideline over to Ritchie. Inside the box now, crossing in. Takes a deflection, finds the feet of Powder. Powder and Kelly battling for possession. And that shot way over the net. Off target by Callum Johnson.
Last call for alcohol for tonight's game. The sales will close in the 75th minute. This is your 5-minute warning. Alcohol sales will close in the 75th minute.
You're seeing a lot of touches with Stuart Ritchie, and there's a reason for that. He's second in League One play in chances created with 16, and he's third with 55 crosses. Nothing more dangerous than spreading out the field. There's Marky Hernandez. James Thomas covering. Flying in, Danny Robles looking for his first touch. We'll have to wait, and Sean Lewis currently has possession. O'Hearn up the middle to Kelly. Sees 3 defenders in front, now 4, opts to go through the middle. Ballard finds a slipping Chrysler. Ballard nearly goes down, keeps his balance. Good body strength there. Kelly. Retreats back to Haugley. Near turnover, can Northern Colorado keep with a run? And down goes Yamazaki. And a yellow card is handed out.
Knoxville yellow card issued to number 5.
And that's to Jalen Chrysler. So Chrysler creates a little too much contact with Yamazaki. Second yellow card of the evening between both teams. Both of which actually for one Knox, Kingsford Adjay with the first yellow. Gatto forced to heave that deep. Oprah over to Robles, back to Oprah. Powder to the far side over to Yamazaki. Langlois calling for the ball. Doesn't end up getting it, now does. Looking right. Finds Oprah with Adjay defending. Adjay forced him middle. That's where the ball has ended up. Fenwick in deep, finds Yamazaki. Not able to have a clean touch there. Danny Fernandez awaiting to check in for one Knox. It'll be Kingsford Adjay taking a seat. And it's no surprise Adjay's coming out. The amount of energy that he exerts when forcing pressure on the back line of Northern Colorado, it can really have an impact on the rest of your game. Because if you want to pressure right, it's not so much just about running after the ball, it's about being quick to closeouts. Can you force the fullbacks to the sideline, try to pry that ball free? And with center backs, they have a little more room to run. So you're constantly exerting that energy. Plus, on attacks, you have to create for yourself when you have the ball, which we've seen Adjay do. It can be pretty exhausting to play up front in a high press 2-center spot up there. Make-A-Wish Colorado creates life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. When a wish is granted, it brings hope, strength, and transformation to the wish kid. their family, and the entire community. Learn more at wish.org/Colorado. Punt from Delgado. Through ball up ahead. Ballard the closest. Delgado had to head it away. Got enough on that one to clear it, because if he's not able to send that one out, One Knox is going to have a very good scoring chance with Delgado out of position. Haugley defended by Horde. Back to Fernandez. One Knox is also his first venture as a pro for Fernandez. Far side it goes, and out of play. Thomas not able to keep that one in. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Powder defended by Fernandez. Crisler up to Johnson. You're starting to see Northern Colorado conserve their energy for the final several minutes. Not so aggressive on the attack, more playing it safe on defense. Ritchie with the cross, headed up, knocked back outside the box. That one trickles out of play. Remember, the Hailstorm currently down in the penalty area. I hope he's okay. Johnny Fenwick back on both his feet now. You can see Fenwick explaining to the head referee that he didn't like the contact that went on in the box. Wanted a possible foul call. Limping a little bit there. You wonder how that's going to impact him the rest of the way. We hope he's okay. Ball finds Ethan Horde. And down goes another member of the Hailstorm. And the crowd not too happy about it. It's a yellow card on James Thomas of One Knox. Just runs right into Jackson Dietrich. So all three yellow cards this evening have been issued to One Knox. First Kingsford Adjay, then Jalen Crisler, and now James Thomas. Free kick in the box, headed away by Fernandez. Chasing his Powder. Kicks it back into the defensive third, Yamazaki. With a heavy lift. Off of the head, it goes to Sean Lewis. With 12 minutes, pending, obviously, stoppage time. Time starting to tick here for One Knox. Richard Ballard didn't like the initial look down the pitch. Opts to go with Crisler. Hefty ball up the pitch. Failing to find the feet of Angelo Kelly. Yamazaki launches that one right at the advertising boards on the side of the pitch. Another member of Hailstorm. That's Haruki Yamazaki, slow to get up. 79 degrees currently in Windsor. So it's still pretty hot for a Monday evening in June. Cross over the middle, attempting to find Richie, finds his left foot. Puts too much on that one, sends it way to the right, but it goes off a member of Hailstorm. So we'll have a chance here. Ballard chasing with Horde in pursuit. Back it goes to Chrysler. The face of Robles turns and faces. Sievert Haugley somehow avoids Ballard there. You can hear the players saying easy, easy, and that really can go both ways. One Knox, you want to get the best opportunity, not rushing into an attack, and you have to be sound on defense if you're Northern Colorado. So an easy, easy approach. That hefty attempt by Callum Johnson goes off of Jackson Dietrich, and a corner kick for Knox. Substitution here for one Knox.
Substitution. Coming into the game for Knoxville, number 19, Innocent Nishuti. On for number
Innocent and Nishuti checking in. Sean O'Hearn coming out. Callum Johnson in the air. Just misses the head of Chrysler. Ball rolls out to the near side. Kelly. Dietrich defending. Beautiful sliding attempt there. Beautiful sliding challenge, I should say, by Dietrich on Kelly. And you could see he's taken a couple falls, a little shaken up, but not afraid to challenge one of the best goal scorers on the other side. And right there, all ball. It's a brave take two, because a free kick there for one Knox would be dangerous. And that's what you need from backliners. You need players that are willing to take those risks. This is anybody, really, forwards, mids, or defenders. You need players willing to take the risk of a sliding challenge. Langlois nearly got by Callum Johnson. Little side tap back to Chrysler. Through the legs of Horde. Ballard and one Knox have something cooking here. Fakes left, right. Still deciding. Pointing to Stuart Ritchie. Come get the ball, and eventually finds his feet. Kelly, grabbed there by Dietrich, turned over at the feet of Powder. Kelly over to Ritchie. That one off the feet of Oprah. That one set up another throw-in for Stuart Ritchie and company. Fernandez with a clean look, sends it in, finds Delgado. But a header attempt there for Innocent and Shuti. The Rwanda international, who spent time in their Premier League, played with APR. Launched by Delgado. Off the backside of Kelly's head. Tactical. And a collision there in the defensive third of one Knox. Head referee Lukas Josefecki going in to check on both players. Wasn't pretty. Marky Fernandez there. Now you can see both take a hard hit. Substitutions for Northern Colorado.
Hailstorm yellow card issued to number 20, Ethan Ford.
Ethan Horde with a yellow card. First against Northern Colorado. Enoch Kwakwa. And Jake Keegan set to check in for Northern Colorado. Horde's coming out, as well as Jackson Dietrich. No surprise there, as both these players really took a physical beating this game, right? I mean, Horde's a physical player to begin with, constantly going for any ball placed in the air, and Dietrich, the amount of sliding challenges and lower body hits that he's taken. No shocker here that they're out.
For your Hailstorm, coming into the game, number 8, Enoch Kwakwa. On for number 6, Jackson Dietrich. And number 23, Jake Keegan. On for
Again,
number
Jake
20,
Keegan and Enoch Kwakwa in for Northern Colorado. Powder up to Keegan, gets his first touch. Falling is Yamazaki. Little give and go action. Ball finds Kelly. Good opportunity here inside the box. And a big foul called. Yamazaki on the ground. And Kelly in pursuit. And down goes Kempis Tequila. Glides in the back of Yamazaki. And this will be a penalty kick opportunity for one of the team's leading scorers and one of the best in League One. A lot of displeasure from the Northern Colorado side, they felt Tequila fell on the backside of Yamazaki, but the contact was created in the box, and Tequila has a chance to even this one up. Tequila bouncing the ball. Waiting at the penalty spot to take his kick to possibly tie this one up. Again, yellow card has just been handed out to Eamon Zayed, the head coach of Northern Colorado. And he is just livid right now with the call on the field. So 2 yellows this evening for Northern Colorado. And here's Kempis Tequila with the opportunity of the night. That one's in! And Kempis Tequila ties this one up, coming in off the bench. Big time players make big time plays. It all started here. Kelly wanted to find Tequila. He collides with Yamazaki and puts that one home, and Delgado nearly made the save. So this one's evened up.
87 minutes, 10 seconds of the match. Kempis Tequila on the PK.
One scored in the 87th minute. And now we await stoppage time. But for now, each team with a point. It seems like contact has been word of the night. Players down on the pitch left and right. It's definitely an aggressive showing, far different from the last time these two teams got together. Into the box, this one goes. It's cleared. Judy up to Ballard. David Garcia in Northern Colorado try to put one last attack together. Kwakwa wanted to feed it on the far sideline. First attempt didn't go. Now there's a chance. Hernandez cycled around, back to Powder, Yamazaki. Left-footed pass from left to right. Finds Garcia. Kicks it back to Fenwick. Possession stays with Northern Colorado. Foul drawn by Northern Colorado. Starting to get chippy on the field. You see that a lot in these low-scoring, even-up games. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Indicated by our fourth official, Marcelo Soto. Powder into the box. It's headed up. Rolling near that near touch line. Hefty keep by Stuart Ritchie, settled down by Yamazaki. And this is the impact that Kempis Tequila can have on a match. We didn't see him till the latter third of this game. Creates contact inside the box. Has that clutch ability to tie this one up. And that goal coming in the 87th minute. The only other goal in this one from Bruno Rendon back in the 2nd minute. Ballard double teamed on that near sideline. Trying to find now the 2nd leading goal scorer in League One play on this team, Kelly. Up it goes over to Jake Keegan. Keegan had to put the brakes on. Just to slow the pace down, allow Northern Colorado to see what the defense is going to give them. Oprah swings it around from Fenwick over to into the middle to Langlois. Powder rips one. Save made by Lewis. Wow, and Sean Lewis has had to deal with a couple of those off the foot of Noah Powder tonight. Oprah's cross attempt. Knocked out of play, and a member of One Knox is down. Again, Sean Lewis has seen this one a couple of nights. Noah Powder, a couple of steps, and just bam! I mean, the shot is so fast that Lewis isn't even able to hold on. And it's a credit to him being able to see that through traffic. A member of One Knox is still down. Lewis directing traffic back there. Coach McKeever really spoke highly of his leadership and burning desire to win. That's a guy that can help lay the foundation for a program to win. Stuart Ritchie was the member of One Knox, slow to get up. Big thrown by Northern Colorado. Bouncing around the box. Lewis can't hold on. Oh, it squeaks through. But it's offsides. What a long throw in by Hailstorm. That ball just hung up in the air like it never wanted to come down, and when it did, Lewis wasn't ready. Northern Colorado was offsides there. Jake Keegan a little too far ahead of the play. So this one's still knotted at 1 apiece. All currently in positive territory of One Knox. Here's Keegan. Flex that one off of Danny Fernandez. Again, stoppage time 6 minutes. Could change based on the decision of the fourth official, but for now, this corner kick is brought to you by Metal Gold. For now, it looks like less than 90 seconds left in this one, and Northern Colorado in good position to possibly take a lead. This one in the air. Looks good from the start. Wow! It took stoppage time, but David Garcia answers the penalty kick conversion by Kempis Tequila and puts Northern Colorado back on top. Unbelievable. The exhaustion on the faces of the members of Northern Colorado right now says it all. Right place, right time, David Garcia. Northern Colorado is a matter of just possibly a minute away from picking up their 4th win all time against One Knox. Can they answer quickly? Here's Ballard. Ballard already into his attacking third. Attempt up. Foreign shooty, no good. It's sent back. Chrysler over to Lewis. Lewis on the ground. Again, that goal occurring in the 5th minute of stoppage time here in the second half. And Schutte launches that one out of the ballpark. And you could just sense the relief on the faces of the players and coaches of Northern Colorado. I mean, to give up a late goal on a penalty kick and to have the resilience to answer says it all about their demeanor. And that's it. Northern Colorado answers late, and it's a 2-1 victory for Hailstorm over One Knoxville SC. They advance to 6-3-4 on the year and 2-2-2 in USL League One play, while One Knoxville will fall to 7-6-1 overall and 4-3-1 in league play.
Your Hailstorm are home again on Saturday, June 29th for round 5 of the Jägermeister Cup when they host League One newcomers Spokane Velocity for the first time.
Stay tuned for match highlights here on ESPN Plus. Yeah, Northern Colorado takes the victory on One Knoxville SC 2-1 here late in the second half.
Every 2 seconds, a hospital patient needs help only blood can provide. That help depends on volunteer blood donors. When you take an hour and donate blood with nonprofit Vitalant, you can help save more than one life. Recent donor eligibility updates now allow even more people to roll up a sleeve and give. Learn more and make your appointment at Vitalant.org. Because of you, life doesn't stop.
On the surface, your retirement plan might look solid. With your 401k or IRA, Social Security, investments, and insurance coverage, you appear to have it all covered. But what could you be missing? Below the surface, is your retirement exposed to too much risk? It's time for a deeper dive into your portfolio. We can help you uncover the risk that lies beneath the surface and learn about strategies to help preserve your savings. Get your free risk analysis.
David Garcia plays hero tonight. He's our player of the match. In the 5th minute of stoppage time in the second half, answers a penalty kick that evened this one up at 1 apiece by Kempis Tequila. A resilient effort by Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this match. So the scoring started very early off a free kick by Chelo Martinez. No shocker here, Bruno Rendon got his head on this one in traffic. Perfectly placed ball, even better finish. Rendon picks up his 7th goal in all competition. Then Sean O'Hearn found Kingsford Adjay. Adjay had a couple of good chances throughout this one, as well as Northern Colorado. A couple of rockets saved by Sean Lewis. Here was a hefty shot from Noah Powder with a lethal left foot, but Sean Lewis stood strong. So here's where it got interesting. Kempis Tequila, on a through ball attempt from Angelo Kelly, collides with Haruki Yamazaki, draws a penalty kick. And Kempis Tequila did what Kempis Tequila does best. Now the team's leading scorer with 4 goals on the year in League One play. So that occurs in the 87th minute. Then all of a sudden, things started cooking. Noah Powder with a hefty shot off Sean Lewis that resulted in a corner kick. So this one's placed up, and hero ball played by David Garcia. And funny enough, Northern Colorado thought they actually had the game-winning goal with Jay Keegan, but that goal was called offsides, and just a few minutes later, Garcia got it done. So your final stats, again, 2-1 your final score. The shots department was just about even. Northern Colorado was aggressive at the start of the match and the end of the match, but won knocks, just like their possession stats and possession percentage indicates. They controlled much of the pace in the middle of the match, often controlling the play in the midfield and taking their time to develop attacks. But corner kicks and set pieces tell the story. Northern Colorado had a ton of chances there, and that is how they got both their goals off of set pieces. So look at the upcoming schedule. On June 22nd, Northern Colorado heads to Richmond Kickers as they look to work their way up into the playoff conversation. Then on the same day, Knoxville hosts Greenville Triumph SC. That is a showdown between 2 top 5 teams currently. Then on June 29th, Knoxville SC plays host to Ford Madison SC. Ford Madison is one of the best scoring teams in all of League One, and they have that with Greenville as well. So defense will be a talk of the game. Then Northern Colorado hosts Spokane Velocity on June 29th as well. Then on the 3rd, Northern Colorado hosts Central Valley Fuego FC, the team that is currently last in League One play. It'd be a big point getter for Northern Colorado if they can take advantage. And then finally on July 5th, Knox heads to South Georgia to take on Tormenta FC as they look to improve their work in the standings, trying to edge their way into the top 4. So your final tonight from Windsor, Colorado. Northern Colorado defeats Knox 2-1 in this USL League One affair. It was a tale of back and forth play and a story of resilience. As Kempis Tequila knotted it up for Knox, but David Garcia and Northern Colorado had an answer. For all of our production crew, a big thanks to them. I've been Josh Lill on ESPN+. Thank you for joining into this presentation of USL League One on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.